Disney Vacations all-inclusive resorts. Cruises and family trips to Idaho. Travel to your favorite place and have a celebration. Sandpiper Vacations.
Broadcasting from the Sandpiper Vacation Studio. Welcome to Parents' Night Out with No New Friends. The comedy break every parent deserves. This is the podcast where parenting meets pure, unfiltered fun. Real, raw hilarity. It's your night out without the kids, where nothing is off limits. And we say what everybody else is thinking. Whether you're a parent or just need a good laugh, we've got the adult humor you crave. So kick back, relax, and get ready to let loose with us. This is Parents' Night Out with No New Friends.
Tuck your kids into bed, pay the babysitter a little bit extra. It's time for Parents' Night Out with No New Friends. There are so many great ways to connect with us. Just check out our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. All of our social media links are there. While you are on our website, check out all of our sweet merchandise and join our clubhouse. Become a friend with benefits. That's our Patreon for as low as $2 a month. You can have all sorts of exclusive content, including cutting room floor, early release, and entrance into contests whenever we do them. 'Tis the season. It's time to vote for us. We've been nominated once again for Orlando Weekly's Best of Orlando competition under the category Local Notables/Best Local Podcast. That's vote.orlandoweekly.com, and you can vote every single day, so please do that. And it's our best chance to win. Tom and Dan aren't nominated this year. I don't know. Go figure. Weird. We are live on the YouTube. We're live every single Monday about 8-ish Eastern Standard Time. You can watch us do this thing live because it's pretty much a live show, unedited, uncut. My name is Scott. I'm the host. With me, as always, the scumbag reselling hoarder himself, Chris.
Scott, how do you look gayer than Nick?
The petty princess, Sarah.
Hello.
Our emotional sport gay, Nick.
Happy 30th birthday, Chris.
The wholesome hottie, Miranda.
Hi, guys.
And our producer, Redbeard.
Let's do it.
Guys, happy Pride Month.
Oh, and
Gay, 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 hooray, gay, gay, all the way. Gay, gay, in the sun. Gay, gay, having fun. Gay, gay, every day. Gay, gay, we all sway. Gay, gay, it's okay. Gay, gay, come and play.
Nick, big month
Nick's
for
straight
you.
now. I think he's straight.
Changed
just
everything.
it turned me around, guys. That brought flashbacks of straight camp.
Wait,
Is
did
that
you
really
go?
a thing?
I think that's just camp. What?
Oh, is that? I was gonna say, is that really a thing? I feel like I saw a movie about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Pence ran that.
Did you go to straight camp?
I know. I don't think there is a straight camp. Is there really such thing as a straight
Yeah,
camp?
conversion
Yeah.
I
therapy.
feel like. Oh.
No, like a camp.
feel like- Yeah, like all the camps I went to were pretty gay.
We don't talk about camps, guys.
Especially band camp was the gayest.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, that's just band camp.
Yeah.
Wait, is that gayer than drama camp?
Yeah, because I feel like drama camp is like already everybody's 100% gay in drama camp. But band camp, it's like fitty, maybe.
So it is conversion therapy. The gays are trying to convert the straights.
Essentially, yeah.
So, are you doing anything to celebrate this month?
I am being extra gay.
Oh, good for you.
Just extra, I guess, but pretty gay.
Okay.
I'm wearing a rainbow every single day is my goal this month, and I'm trying to, especially with everything going on in politics right now. My goal this year is just, I feel like I've already seen it already because literally Pride hit yesterday, June 1st.
Yes.
We're recording on June 2nd. Peeling back the onion curtain foreskin. I don't know.
Nick, you know what's funny though? I don't know what it is about this, but I guess my algorithm, every other post is Happy Military Awareness Month. And I was like, I thought that was May, but I guess that's just showing up in my, I don't know, but go ahead.
Yeah, you've been searching different things, I feel. I feel like my social media yesterday just literally blew up, and we're not like hiding like Pride Month anymore. Like we're just shoving it in everybody's faces at this point. and shoving it down Chris's throat. But
That's every month. I don't know why. You didn't wait till June for that.
that's 11 months of the year. I take 1 month off for you, Chris.
As an ally
Yeah.
or gay adjacent, Nick, I am doing the same. I want to just shove the gay down people's throats, because they're always like, they can do what they want, but I just don't want to shove down my throat. No, I'm shoving it down your throat because
Yeah.
you're shoving the red hats down my throat, and so now I'm going to shove my rainbow hat up your ass and then down your throat.
Well,
Poppers
we'll add,
first.
we'll add glitter. Yeah.
A lot of glitter.
And then poppers. Yeah. Yeah. The essentials that you need. Yeah. I feel like, so this year we're not, I don't know if I'm going to go to the Pride Parade here because our Pride Parade's next weekend already, which is earlier, I feel, than usual. I'm just nervous with everything going on in the world that Pride's just going to be insane this year. In a good way, I guess, because it started out, Pride was never it wasn't a parade. For those of you that aren't familiar with the meaning kind of behind Pride, it started with a riot. And it started with, I'm just going to say Judy Garland started it.
Judy Garland started it.
it was all because of her. There's some sort of story, and I remember we talked about this before. There's some sort of story of how she's involved with the gay community and stuff like that. But it started.
She sang "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," Nick. I think that's a pretty good giveaway.
Well, Kermit sang Rainbow Connection, kind of the same thing. But he also gets fisted, so
Forget that.
People do forget that.
people forget.
What? I didn't know that.
All the Muppets are getting fisted.
All the
up there.
Muppets get fisted. It's just a non-stop fisting going on, Miranda.
Wow.
It's like, is that the
I
movie
missed
Pee
that
Wee
episode.
She's like, I missed that episode.
Oh my gosh.
And that's why
Should
you're
be
the wholesome hottie.
I should be the stupid hottie. That went right over my head. Oh, okay. Poor Kermit.
You know what didn't go over people's head? Sitting right in front of Pee Wee Herman in the theater. Anyway, Nick, continue. Sorry.
Oh, my eyes are watering.
I don't know where I was going with that. It's just gonna be extra gay this month.
I love that. Well, if it's okay, I have a gay trivia for you all today. We're going to do gay trivia, and then I've got some other surprises, and then we're also going to do another quiz to see how gay everybody is.
I graduated high school. I don't want any more quizzes or tests. Like,
It's okay. You could be the photo friend.
Do I just pass automatically because I'm gay?
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Perfect.
All right, so here we go. Gay trivia. If you think you know the answer, I either want a gay quote or lyrics from a gay song, or songs associated with gay. Everybody ready? There we go. All right. What year was the Stonewall riots often credited as the start of modern LGBTQ plus rights movement in the U.S.?
You are the dancing.
Go ahead, Chris.
I'm gonna guess 1969.
It is 1969, Chris.
Oh my god.
Serious?
It is 1969.
I was just trying to be
Could
funny.
you just finish the song real quick? Can we hear the rest of it?
We let Nick finish our Pride one.
And I was going to do a multiple choice, but we didn't need it. Okay.
That's great.
Question number 2.
That's the funniest gay trivia I've ever heard in my life.
I know. Who was the first openly gay man elected to public office in California?
It's Friday night and the night.
I forgot I was supposed to sing. I was
Harvey
raising my
Milk,
hand.
right?
It is Harvey Milk.
Yeah.
I knew that. I
died.
can't think of any songs to sing. I'm like,
Just any ABBA song.
or Judy Garland or Lady Gaga. Cher will work. Okay. Which pop diva became a gay icon partially due to her 1989 hit Express Yourself?
Give me
Do you
a man
Chris.
after midnight. Madonna?
That
I
is
was gonna, I had
Madonna.
that one. Man, Chris.
This is not surprising to me at all.
Yeah.
Chris is crushing this. All right. In the sitcom Will and Grace, what is the name of Will's flamboyant best friend?
Do you believe in
Jack McFarlane.
It is Jack. All right, so the scoreboard right now: Chris with 4,
Oh.
Nick with 1. The girls nothing. I'll let the girls play together. Right. And then also be on the same team.
Oh, wait, what?
Wait, and then also answer the questions together.
Oh, okay.
All right. This should be an easy one. This should be a softball, speaking of lesbian. What color is at the top of the traditional rainbow pride flag?
Rain on
Nick.
me. Red.
It is red.
Red.
Orgy Biv.
Oh man, you're wearing it on your hat, dude. I couldn't even think of it.
Because he's got a red
Literally
hat.
everywhere. Our logo everywhere. All right. What?
Chris was talking about a different red hat, though.
Oh, it's not the one Scott's. All right, okay.
This should be another softball. Miranda, you should actually have a good chance at this one.
Wow.
What 2005 film starring Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal depicted a secret romance between cowboys?
Ooh, I was born this way.
All right, I'm going Miranda.
Brokeback Mountain.
That is correct. Miranda and Sarah are now on the board with one each.
That was a good one where we learned that you could just use spit for sex
Yep.
instead of lube.
Learned that a long time ago.
That was.
The tears work also, Nick. I was single for a very long time. Who is the first openly gay man to host the Oscars?
I think I'm gonna guess it. I wish I knew how to quit you.
Chris, go ahead.
I'm gonna say Neil Patrick Harris.
It is NPH.
That's
Very good.
good. That's good.
Very good, Chris.
Never mind.
All right. Which drag queen is best known for the phrase, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going
It's
to love
raining
Nick,
men.
yes, Nick.
Hallelujah. It's RuPaul.
That is RuPaul. Very good.
If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love someone else? Can I get an amen?
Amen. Amen. All right, little score update. I gave you the wrong score earlier, but right now Miranda and Sarah with 1 point, Nick with 3, and Chris with 4. It's a close battle.
Wow.
Between Nick and Chris. There are 2 questions left. In the 2016 film Moonlight, which featured a gay protagonist, won the Academy Award for Best Picture after a famous mix-up with what other movie?
I'm coming out.
Oh, I heard the first. Go ahead, Chris.
I want the world to know. I'm gonna let it show. I'm
Coming out. Ooh.
La La Land.
That is La La
Yes,
Land. That is
I love
correct.
it.
And with that, we'll do the last question, but you did clinch the victory.
Clenching something else. But
Question
You
number
say
10. In 2020, which country became the first in the world to ban conversion therapy nationwide?
not the United States.
Not even one of the choices. I will give you multiple choice as this is a difficult one.
Oh.
A, Germany. B, Canada. C, Malta. D, Brazil.
Not Brazil.
Can I just guess?
Go for it, Miranda.
I was gonna say Canada.
It is not Canada.
I just figured.
Sarah, you want to take a stab at this?
Germany.
It is not Germany. Germany
I didn't
does not
think
have
so.
tolerance for different people.
You already say species? Oh my
So
god.
our choices are Brazil and Malta.
God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl. And you dance at the club.
Chris, go for it.
Mama. I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong down at the Malta. I'm gonna say it's Malta.
That is
It's
correct,
definitely
Chris.
not Brazil.
So, with just an absolute runaway, Chris with 6 points wins the game.
Wow.
Wow, Chris.
I just brushed up on my gay history. May 31st.
I didn't get the memo.
Pride Month's coming up. That's because you live in Tennessee.
Listen, I heard that Tennessee is not what we think. They do have other beer other than Budweiser. They wear shoes
We do wear shoes.
sometimes.
They got Dolly Parton.
That
She's
is
very
true.
gay friendly.
Dolly loves everybody.
She loves everybody.
Well, Dolly's a gay icon too, isn't she?
Oh yeah. She's like huge. Her and like Nina West are best friends. Nina West from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
You don't know her.
Yeah.
Also from Columbus.
See? Tennessee's great.
Yeah.
Gosh,
You got-
Scott.
You got whiskey.
Got whiskey.
Scott, are you from Tennessee?
I am not.
Because you're the only 3 I see.
Oh. Oh, he gave you an upgrade from 2.
If you want to see another 3, never mind. All right, so I've got the surprise for you. I reached out to someone who used to be very close to the show because I wanted to bring back a segment. So we got to talk.
Eddie Deason?
No, we got to. We hadn't talked in a while. So here we go. And here we go.
I'm Abby with the sass attack, roasting hard, no holding back. 13 years of pure finesse, serve the truth and leave the mess. Oh, Abby's here to steal the show, quick wit sharper than a pro. Don't blink or you might miss a sassy jab wrapped up in bliss.
Hey Queens, remember me? It's Abby. Guess what, fam? I'm officially a teenager now. And according to the video game ratings, I can say new things. Happy Pride Month to all of you, but especially Nick, Chris, and my dad. Nick obviously is our emotional support gay and guides us down all of our yellow brick roads. Let's talk about Chris, real talk. Chris is so far up Nick's butt, I thought they were the same person. I thought the homophobes from Duck Dynasty had thick beards, but Emily takes the cake as the thickest beard. My dad calls himself gay adjacent. Let's be real, Dad. Your desktop at work is all Justin from the Indiana Jones show. But why does he have his shirt off? And ever since my dad found Cody Rigsby on the Peloton, he has not stopped. I mean, he doesn't actually work out in the traditional sense. He just watches the classes. Also, does anyone know why we are always out of lotion? Also, since it's Pride Month, Sarah and Miranda, my dad thinks you should both relive Mary's college years together. My dad said she experimented. Whatever that means. I think she was just good in science class or something. Anyway, that's all for me. Slay Queens!
Oh my god.
Wow.
I don't know if I should laugh at some of this.
I love it. That's awesome.
I miss those segments. So
Did you have to educate her on what the lotion's used for? Did you tell her?
she knows, dude. She's 13. She knows.
Dude, yeah, they know.
When we did the read through, she was like, she just read it, and then like it took a minute, and I could actually see this working out in her head. And she's like, Dad. But real talk. I did up my game on the Peloton because I don't know if you guys knew this, but I almost died back on Easter. So, I've been eating healthy and working out and all this. Like I'm doing like weightlifts now, or like weightlifting now. Like I'll be sitting watching old WrestleManias at night. And like every time there's a commercial break, I get up and I do curls.
Yeah, there's no commercials, by the way.
So I started doing, I'm not doing the low impacts anymore. I'm doing like the full 20-minute rides, and I've been doing like Disney rides. And it's Cody Rigsby, who I guess was a backup dancer for Janet Jackson. He was a backup dancer, but super gay. But he's like, he is my gay hall pass. Like,
But you riding Tron and saying that? What the fuck are you talking about?
Disney music.
Okay,
But he's also saying, "Let's go,
sense.
bitches!" Like it's
Oh, wow. It's
hardcore like abuse while listening to Disney music.
Wait, is that the video I saw the other day where he was saying, I want to be your hoe on a boat? I saw something the other day. This guy was
I don't know,
saying,
look up Cody Rigsby. He's a
gonna have to
Peloton
do that.
instructor.
okay, because he was like doing a class and he said something about, I want to be your hoe on a boat. So I don't know.
Oh, I recognize him. He always pops up in my social media feeds, but he's very sexual. I want to do all the things to him.
Yeah. His classes are marked explicit. He was
That's him.
Yeah. He was bitching the other day. He's like, I'm going to a cowboy party, and he's like, fuck, it's almost summer and I don't have to wear jeans. And went on about how like he's not going to miss the opportunity to dress like a cowboy, but he's super pissed that he has to wear jeans during the summer.
He probably should have left that story out. It wasn't very good. It's probably so good listening to it there. You had to be there.
I hate you. So, ladies, any
Yes.
college? Since it's Pride Month and this is a safe space, and you know, there's not anybody really watching or listening. It is. Any experimenting in college or college adjacent at all?
I think you have to go to college or college adjacent to experience that.
Or work as a college age person.
Training at Cracker Barrel.
No.
No, I know how you got that star so quickly, Sarah. And
Truth or Dare in elementary school? That doesn't count.
Wow.
Wait, you played Truth or Dare in elementary school?
Okay, listen. I have no rebuttal, actually. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
What were some of the dares?
Well, I remember that one at least. Oh, they're also like spin the bottle and stuff. Yeah, that was all happening.
So did you
know,
kiss the
is
girl
it-
and you like it? Kind of like Katy Perry?
No, it's kind of weird actually. We were best friends. It was a peck. It was like it felt forced, guys, you know. It wasn't supernatural.
With a girl?
Yeah, because it was like Truth or Dare and you're like, "Oh man, if I don't do it, then you look bad." You know?
Yeah.
Cuz you
get
have to
picked
go
on.
through with the dare.
Right.
That's why I never picked.
No, it was it's a girl. That's if that's what you're asking.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's amazing. We didn't play spin the
oh,
ball
all
that way.
right, Pee Wee Herman. This is. She led with in elementary school.
I led
yeah.
with that for a reason, but it's fine.
Yeah, Scott said, "Yeah, it's fine too, I guess."
Miranda, what about you?
It was college-ish time. I think I was on a break actually, but
Calm down, straight guy. He's trying to get turned on over here.
it's kind of bad because it messed up a really good friendship.
Wait, how involved did we get?
Wow.
I had my first threesome with my best friend and her boyfriend.
Oh, snap.
Say first.
Well, I meant my only threesome. Yeah. So, and then he realized he was in love with me and broke up with her. And so, yeah, it just it didn't go well.
So what's your husband doing tonight? How's he?
Who? No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So, that was a long time
Didn't
ago.
go great for who? It seems like
I
it went great
mean,
for him.
Yeah, he did okay. But, you know, our friendship obviously changed. And he and I actually became friends again down the road. But,
Sure you did.
you know, there was always that he wanted more thing. So, you know.
Doesn't sound like a guy.
I know.
That.
Right? That's so weird. Guys. But yeah. So it was college time. I don't think I was in college, but yeah.
Sarah, you had a reaction to the beginning of the story. Was there something else you wanted to share?
Okay, it was just that I thought about Cracker Barrel. There was this girl. No. It wasn't like that. I thought we were friends. You know, we used to go on break together, chill, you know, partake in a little gardening, if you will, on break. And we used to hang out a lot. And I remember staying at her house one night and it was like, I mean, middle of the night, she just kind of wakes up and she goes, "Hey, you know, if you ever wanted to experiment, you know, I could be that person for you." Basically, I never hung out with her again. It was just awkward. It was really awkward.
How did you respond to that?
Thank you.
What did you say to that? Because you were probably trying to be nice, right? Okay,
She
thanks,
wouldn't
I'll
have
give
been
you
my
mine.
type anyways. No disrespect, but she wouldn't have been my type. But I was just
Wait,
kind of
what's your
like,
type?
I've never considered. My sister-in-law, you know this. You know this. This girl looked nothing like my sister-in-law. But no, I think I was just kind of like, oh yeah, never considered experimenting, but if I do, I got you. Yeah, and it wasn't like it. And same kind of thing. What made me think of it is that it did get really awkward after she said that, and I think she felt how awkward it was because I just don't go, you know, I wasn't going that way. And I didn't expect her to hit me with that in the middle of the night, some random day. And so I was like, you know, thank you so much. And she's like, oh, this is weird. You could sense it. And then we didn't work together anymore. So we didn't hang out, you know.
Anthony and Will in chat says, "I never hung out with her again, and you call yourself an ally."
I know see, this sounds terrible. It really does. But it was one of those work relationships that like it got kind of awkward and then she left and I left and then, you know, you you don't talk to them again. I had her on Facebook until I deleted Facebook. She married a man.
Well, because you wouldn't give her a chance.
I guess so.
Right?
I guess so.
You may have deprived her from being
No, she
truly
said
happy.
that she was the person that her friends went to if they needed to experiment. She advertised herself as such.
She's the lesbian plug.
Like, if you're ever curious, like, my other friends have asked me, so you can too. Like, that kind of thing.
Oh.
I promise I'm an ally. I know that this looks really bad because I'm not wearing rainbow and I don't have like the whole setup behind me, but
Just have Lewis stand behind you in sweatpants, and
he's
it's all good.
not home, or else I would. That would be my gift to you. But I still have 3 more weeks, okay?
Well, you got time.
I got your number.
Speaking of gay, I watched the Pee Wee Herman documentary on HBO Max.
It was good.
So good. I feel so bad for him. Like, he got fucked, and not in a good way. And but
Because he died.
Well, yeah, because he died. But the remarkable thing is, like, after the whole movie theater thing, and then after the child pornography accusations, like, he still bounced back and still had, you know, a successful reboot of his career after that, which is remarkable. But so beloved and just got screwed by the media.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
It is kind of bad to have possession of obscene material depicting minors under the age of 18 engaged in sexual conduct.
But it wasn't. He took that charge so that it wasn't this long drawn out thing. Like, they showed the image, and it wasn't a minor, and they were just laying in a field of flowers.
It was a twink.
It was a twink. It was yeah.
He just looked young.
And it was art. It wasn't anything. It wasn't sexually explicit or whatever. And it was obscene because there were homophobes. It was in Sarasota, Florida. So there's homophobes there.
It was in California.
It could have just said Florida. Actually, yeah, it was in California.
Literally in
wasn't it?
California, dude.
The movie theater thing was in Florida. Which
That
was a bunch of bullshit too. Like,
He was out of porn or like an adult theater.
He's at an
wasn't he?
adult theater, and
Just trying to wink one out.
like, what do you do when you watch adult films? Like, what's the point? And you're not.
All right, well, listen. I'm not going to die on this hill. It is very easy to not go to an adult movie theater. Like, it is like, you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to. You can choose not to do that.
But if it's there, why not?
Because it's weird. Are you serious?
Because
Especially
Yeah,
at
but
that
the-
caliber of like of fame, I guess.
People go to brothels. That's not weird.
I don't know any brothels.
I don't know any movie theaters that do, like, I don't know any adult movie.
No,
Well,
listen.
it was a time back then. We didn't have the internet where it was easily accessible. We didn't have magazines barely, movies, or
We did have
out there,
magazines.
but-
We did have VHS.
Great, so-
Wait, yeah, I guess Scott would know these. I answer these.
Yeah. Let's ask Scott.
Scott,
Was it the
tell us
time
about-
back then where these
Yeah,
movie
tell us
theaters
about your
on
times.
every corner? Like,
was
hey, you want to
available?
jerk off? Come on in. Like,
Well, you know, at one point there were video rental places that would have a screening room where you could kind of like watch the first 15 minutes of a movie to see if you're going to like it before you rent it. And so maybe that was kind of the thing there. It was like, it was.
They also had a hole in the wall to stick something through, but
But don't do it.
I mean, none of this is convincing me that this was a normal. I think that like during a lunch break from work, like, I gotta go stop by the porn theater and go whack one up.
Why not? Why not?
I can give you a list if you want me to.
well, we didn't have Grindr back then, so it wasn't as easy to just find
easy.
somebody or something. So
Yeah.
Maybe
That
it was a
our-
hookup place. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know,
Maybe it still is. Don't judge.
Yeah, maybe. It's in Florida, you said? Scott, do some field research.
I'm not even coming close to this one. I'm not going to Google it. I'm not going to go try to find it. We'll just leave it as a mystery.
And leave it to Scott to still not come on Pride Month.
Speaking of cum counts, Miranda, how's your husband doing?
He's good. He's finally back to normal, I guess you could say.
So he got his 20 in?
No, he's not that good.
Is he gay?
No, no. He was sick forever with freaking pneumonia, remember? But he's got 6 more. So
6 more to
and then
go.
we can- 6 more, and then we can send it off.
Nice. Lucky him. What? Yeah, lucky him. Good for him. Good for you.
For him. Yeah.
Nick, I don't know. You've been out for a while, and we missed the hell out of you. Miranda's husband had a vasectomy, and she shared with us that he's got to blow his load 20 times, and then the 20th he mails in.
Yeah, within 12 weeks.
Yeah, within
from
12
the
weeks.
vasectomy.
I would have been done in 2 days.
You have to like, is that to like confirm that it's not?
Yeah, they'll check it
fertile?
and make sure. Yeah. So, and they say getting it out, like, make sure that, I don't know.
Is that like flushing? Like when you put like a new filter in like your water or something, you just have to like flush it through kind of?
Flush it out.
Yeah, Nick, I know you didn't
Straight
know
people
this.
are weird.
Right?
Listen, I know you didn't know this, but like after vasectomy, stuff still does come out.
No, you didn't know this.
Listen, Brandon didn't think it did, so
And sorry, go back real quick. Call back to when you learned that when you have a vasectomy, stuff still comes out. You used the example. I can't wait to get a vasectomy because then I can just jerk off in a movie theater and nothing's going to happen.
Well, listen, I said I'm not going to give a vasectomy, so I didn't say. I said it'd be really cool for you to because I know that you idolize Paul Rubens. I was like, this is your dream. Like, you can actually achieve what he did, but not get caught.
Right.
I think it said a bus too, by the way. No, I think it said both.
You definitely said a movie theater.
I think I did. I know what you're into.
Oh.
I mean, did anybody else ever do anything in a movie theater here? Anybody?
I'm sure you did. So why don't you start us off here?
This is
No, I
story
just want to
time.
know. I feel like that's a thing. Like when you're younger.
We've thought about it before and just never. I feel like maybe a handy here and there.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Sarah?
My husband just entered the chat, guys.
Yeah.
I'll just start with in middle school. No.
Oh my God.
And Miranda, you started the conversation off. Is there something you want to share with the group?
I mean, it happened once or twice. My freshman year, maybe, or my
What happened once or twice?
sophomore year. How old was I? High school. I mean, like you said, a handy here and there, and maybe a little mouth action. That's all.
Wow.
Like, man, she's been looking for her keys for a while now.
Listen.
Should we shot a flashlight? for her?
We made sure to go to a movie that was like empty. Nobody was there. It wasn't like, you know. It was
Pee-wee's
just
Big
like-
Adventure.
Big Adventure.
That would have been perfect. Oh my gosh.
Someone's beat me at a Big Adventure, it sounds like.
We've been doing this way too long together, Chris.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I don't understand. Like I was a horny teenager once. I never did any of these things in movie theaters. Like
That's sad. I feel bad for you.
I guess the thing is I didn't spend money on movies that sucked.
It didn't cost that much back then, okay? It was worth it to
It
get out of
was
your house and
$3.25
go
back then.
somewhere and be able to do that. I couldn't do that at home. I mean,
Miranda it didn't cost that much because she was going to the Coliseum when it was originally built. Seeing
wow.
But I feel like it's a lot easier in movie theaters now because they have like the recliners. Like it's comfortable.
It would be a
So you
lot
can-
better
You
now.
can spread out because back then, like you had the stadium seating, and you're like, it's not comfortable.
No. And it was
By back then, I mean like last year, but
it was way more gross too. Like they didn't clean them as well.
yeah,
Ugh, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, I'm sorry. Never
the
again.
floors were always sticky.
Yes.
and now we know why.
I did not
didn't know Pee Wee
contribute to
Herman went
that.
your theater too. When you're a horny teenager, you find anywhere to. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter the condition of the floor. You're not going. Oh, this floor's a little sticky. I hate not being able. I can't ask Chris because Chris has been with his wife since like second grade, so it's
It'd be weird. Man.
yeah. We can't.
I usually just eat a lot in the movie theater. I don't have time to do anything else.
That's
Wait,
that's fair.
okay.
That's fair. Nick, you wanted to talk about Drag Moms. Is that like a sequel or spinoff from Dance Moms?
It could be. It should be. Actually,
JoJo Siwa could start that. Actually,
that would be awesome if it was like full circle moment since she's basically a drag queen now.
although, wait, Nick, we do need to talk about JoJo Siwa for a split second. Is she homophobic that she turned straight during Pride Month?
I don't know what I don't know anymore. I can't keep up.
She's really guy. She does a picture of her with the dude.
On.
Is she straight or is she bi?
I think it's
wasn't
all
she like
publicity.
non-binary for a minute, and
She's
she just
confused.
can't make up her mind?
I think she's just
Which-
trying to get her like her, what do you call it? Everybody to love her back, like the people that were like turning on her. I don't know. I think she's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe it.
Yeah, we'll have to get her on the podcast.
Before I Google this, how old is JoJo Siwa real quick?
She's old enough.
20, 21,
Perfect.
22.
Thank you. I don't want to get rated by the.
No.
you know.
I had some friends that met her actually at Epic Universe last weekend, and they said she was really amazing, and she looked very gay in there. So I don't know. I think that this younger generation now, like they're just very fluid with it, which good for them.
It's very fluid. It changes, and that's fine.
Good for them.
I wish I could be fluid.
We had a whole episode about that.
About giving you fluids.
Please don't bring that up.
I've had to drink a lot of water lately because I almost died.
I almost forgot. Moving on. So I wanted to talk about drag queens tonight. So, and kind of get your guys's, I guess, knowledge behind drag queens, because I feel like that's something that we're under attack right now in Ohio. And I know this may not be news to you guys, maybe the Florida people, because this was somewhat similar. We're going through political issues in Ohio with our governor who is trying to take away more rights again. And now they're trying to ban drag queens from anywhere besides what is considered a cabaret place. So this would ban drag queens from...
Is that right next to the adult theater?
I think that's where Pee Wee Herman was hanging out. Or Alan Cummings, or all of them.
I love Alan Cummings.
He's amazing.
Yes. Continue. Sorry.
So they're trying to ban drag queens, and I don't know why. People need to just leave the fucking drag queens alone. So have any of you watched RuPaul's Drag Race?
No, but I
Not
love
recently.
RuPaul.
Have any of you seen or met a drag queen in person?
Yes.
Yes.
A meta drag queen?
Yes.
Is that,
Not meta like Facebook.
Oh, I thought it was like
Met.
the final
A
boss.
real
I thought they were
life.
like the final boss drag queen. It's like, no,
Have you
I
met-
haven't actually.
have you met a drag queen?
Intrigued.
Yes. We used to have a friend who was a drag queen. He would go.
Like, did any of that ever feel intimidating, or like, did you feel for your safety on the drag queen?
not at all.
Most fun people, honestly.
yes. So much fun.
I was
Like-
mugged
By a drag
by a
queen?
drag queen. Yeah.
Are you serious? What?
Dead serious.
Please expand.
Yeah, elaborate.
I mean, I got the shit beat out of me and he took my money. I have no idea what else to. I was mugged by a drag queen. I understand the ban. They're dangerous people. I can't even say it with a straight.
Well, I mean,
I
when
can't even say it with a straight
when you're wearing a
face.
red hat,
You can say it
it's,
with a gay face.
Yeah, we try to say it with a gay face.
I got mugged by a drag queen. Oh my god! So I don't understand why the state of Ohio is trying to attack drag queens right now, and it's like we're just trying to spread love. And as your hat says, there, Scott, love. And that's drag queens are just about creating a fun personality, and that's what it is. They're basically living their life in a costume, not their lives, just a few hours of a day in a costume, essentially, to showcase what they want to look like on the outside, essentially, of what they want to just feel
And their art form.
experience and their art. Yeah, it's an
Performers.
artistic form of expressing themselves. A lot of these people that are drag queens are not comfortable in their own skin. And I got asked this question by a friend the other day, and he's asking about pronouns and what you call a drag queen. So when they're in drag, and this might have changed since everything keeps changing every 5 minutes in the gay community, but when they're in drag, you always say she this, she that, essentially. When they're outside of drag, you go by their pronouns. Sometimes we still, like, for example, Nina West. She's a big drag queen name in Columbus. people see her in Columbus, she's known as Nina West. When they see her outside of drag, they still call her Nina West, but they refer to her as him, essentially, when he's out of drag. So it's a community that's very not understood. And I don't know why we're getting attacked. There's drag queen storytelling, which they're reading a freaking book. Like, maybe you should read a book to a kid, so that we don't have to have a drag queen do it.
Right.
But it's just showing so much fun and love. And why are they trying to take it away? I don't have a lot of straight friends, so I'm asking the straight people.
It's political agenda. That's all that it is. It's
because they're turning the frogs gay.
What?
The drag queens are turning the frogs gay.
No, that was Tiana trying to.
No, I thought the frogs were turning people gay.
Oh, that's right. It's the other way around.
Yeah,
I'm getting my conspiracy theories mixed up.
Yeah, Nick, it's because drag queens are misunderstood by people who don't want to understand them, and people are afraid of things that people are afraid of things or people that they don't understand, and that's what's happening. There's, we definitely went through the same thing in Florida. That's why our governor is now nicknamed Ron DeSantis, because he felt threatened by the drag queens and felt that they were dangerous and they were converting our youth into the gays. And it's just simply not true. And it's
I don't know why. I don't know why. And I have to laugh just because I think it's ridiculous. I think it's really funny when people think that you can turn someone gay, like they're radicalizing them, like it's a terrorist organization. Like it's like, oh yeah, listen to what the drag queen has to say and listen very closely so that we can build our gay army. It's like what? I don't under. And then God forbid, worst case scenario, this wild conspiracy that gay can be spread happens, right? And now a portion of the population is now gay. Are they gonna be blowing up buildings, or are they gonna be like making pop records? Like, you know what I mean? Right. Like if their worst nightmare came true and that they thought that this was being spread, what's the end game, right? I just think it's so funny that I don't know. It's that they think it's like contagious or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to catch the gay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
The drag queen makeup, it's flawless. Like, do you know how many drag queens have taught females how to do makeup now? Like, we're educating the world,
right? And
it's showing fabulousness.
And what it is there's one side of the aisle. We'll call them the Republicans that want to convince you that drag queens are using this as a way to get into girls' restrooms, to be able to do inappropriate things with girls in restrooms. I'm sorry, I've never met a queen that is into girls. So it's
very rare.
In fact, it's more dangerous in the Oval Office and in some of our senators' offices than it is story time with the drag queens. But I digress. Now you got me fired up, Nick.
I'm sorry about that. So part of the reason I wanted to talk tonight too is, where do drag queens come from?
England?
Tulips. England.
Yeah. I don't know where it originated, honestly, but
I thought we were going to get a history lesson.
I missed that part.
I was like, ooh.
They didn't teach it in Ohio. Sorry. So drag queens, there's so many different types of drag queens out there. You have
fire type, water type.
Are you talking about Captain Planet?
Sorry. I just Googled. Drag queens come from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Not surprising. They're very out there. Let's go to Brazil. Speaking of Brazil, if you want to book your vacation, contact Sandpiper Vacations for all your vacation planning needs. That is sandpipervacations.com. So yeah, I don't know the history behind where or when, but there's drag queen families.
I'm seeing this right now. drag families are part of a ball culture and drag houses. There's a drag mother. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Houses like Harry Potter?
Yes.
They get sorted into different
queen houses.
I think it's time for you guys to just move, stop talking. I'm gay.
Nick's on the mic, so it's time to take notice. And if you don't like it, that's homophobic. Stay the hell out of his way. Move, I'm gay.
All right, so I want to educate you all a little bit more on what is a drag queen family. And thanks to my friend ChatGPT, here's a little bit for you. This is called the Drag Queen Family Tree, aka the House of Sass and Secrets. So just imagine, drag queens don't just pop out of glittery eggs. They're born into fabulousness, dysfunctional, and drama-packed families called houses. At the top of the glitter pyramid is a drag mother. She's the queen who took you all in when you were still gluing your lashes to your eyebrows and contouring with bronzer that looks like it fell face first into a Dorito. Trust me, if you've seen a drag queen, like, you can tell if they're new because their makeup is god awful. I digress. So a drag mother, she teaches you how to walk, how to tuck. Do you guys know what tucking is? Do you remember that?
We do remember that. That's when you stick the thing.
I saw Ace Ventura.
Her husband's tucking it right now.
For sure.
So they teach how to walk, to tuck, to blend your makeup, to read. No, not reading books. They're teaching you how to read a room.
No.
So they read like you are giving someone a psychological evaluation with just your eyes. Anna, bless your heart. Drag queens are very good at reading people. So now, I did not, thanks to my husband for sending this over because I didn't proofread this. Sorry. Now, if you and a few other baby drag queens all got snatched up under the same matriarch, congrats, you're drag sisters now.
Oh.
So basically, you share wigs, you share drama, probably a few questionable hookups. Pretty true. I've hooked up with a couple drag queens, to be honest with you, and they're really good in bed.
Oh.
And then sometimes those bars, after the bar lights come up, that's when you don't want to see anything. So usually the hookups happen in the back room. But so when one of you levels up, you start mentoring your own and start your own drag family.
Levels up. Like, do you have to do quests and side quests? And
yeah, it's like
basically,
LARPing. I like this.
Yeah, it's kind of a pyramid scheme, essentially.
Okay.
I feel like it is. So you have your drag mother at the top, and then she has some drag kids, and then they start having their own kids when they start doing well too. So pretty soon you're a drag mother now.
Oh.
And the cycle of trauma and heels and hot glue continues. So some queens get multiple drag moms. Those are poly drag households. And some will have a whole drag auntie who just might pop in to say, that wig is busted, girl. And then they might vanish into the night like a glittery fairy godmothers who smell like vodka and Mac Fix. Makeup. Is that a makeup brand? Mac.
Yeah, you're asking the straight guys. I have no idea.
I assume you just know those things. Listen, my husband didn't edit this. But and then there's drama, there's loyalty, there's betrayal, there's more shade like a Palm Springs pool party. But in the end, it's all about love and chosen family. And looking hotter than the other guy who ghosted you last week.
Oh.
And that's what a drag family is. So to summarize this, it's basically, like I said, it's a pyramid scheme where when somebody does really well at drag, they start having their own children, essentially, that they teach and educate on drag queens and how to drag etiquette and all those fun things.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for the history. I appreciate that, Nick.
Yeah, but like I said, it's all about love. And in this community, we're all about our chosen family. And if you've seen the movie Lilo and Stitch, it's what it's all about, is our Ohana. And our Ohana is our family, which means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. And you guys are my Ohana here.
Aww.
So thank you for celebrating Pride Month.
Thank you.
Yep.
You guys ready to play Jersey Man Florida Man?
He's back.
He's back.
Yes.
Whether flipping a fan boat or crashing a truck, these states are filled with people who suck. So it's time for us to play New Jersey Man versus Florida Man.
Every week, Game Master Ryan brings us 2 news stories. One is from New Jersey, one is from Florida. It's up to us to determine which one is which. Take it away, Ryan.
Hey guys, this is Ryan from the No New Friends newsroom. And before we get into the news, I just want to wish everybody a happy Pride Month, especially Nick, and probably Miranda that one time in college, I can assume. And I guess Darren? I don't know if he fits into that community or not. If he does, he's really kind of half-assing it, quite literally. I'll have to be honest, after Scott was quoting Princess Diaries in the last episode, I thought Pride Month had started a little bit early. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's see what I found in the news this week. Looks like Trump accused a mostly black South African government of not supporting white farmers. He's really playing some kind of racist Uno reverse card there. Actor Ed Gale passes away at the age of 61. Ed Gale is mostly known for playing Howard the Duck and Chucky the Doll. He stood 3 foot 4 inches tall. So, Chris, I think there might be a job opening for you. A Maryland woman is arrested after allegedly hitting a child on an airplane. The child picked on the woman while boarding the airplane and said that she was too big to fit in the seat and called her Miss Piggy. The woman then struck the child with a water bottle and then slammed his head into the airplane window.
Oh my God.
I actually found audio of this altercation. A reporter in Albany stayed on the air for 3 hours while in active labor. Nice to see somebody has some work ethic. Chris can't record because he has the sniffles. Boo-hoo. Sarah says Lewis works even when he's sick. That's nice to know when he's prepping people's food. I wouldn't eat anything Lewis makes anyways. He gets too many grass clippings in it. Anyways, let's get into this week's Florida Man or Jersey Man. And for our first story, a man is caught masturbating and touching a resident's butt during an HVAC repair call.
Oh.
And for our second story, residents are being told to protect their pets from dangerous toads.
Okay. So we have touchy-feely HVAC guy and dangerous toads. Miranda, which one's which?
I'm going HVAC Jersey.
Okay. Nick?
I just feel like Florida has a million toads, so let's go with Florida.
Sarah?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I think Florida has climate for that, for the toads.
Chris?
Go HVAC Jersey. The guy was super nice, and I left him a really good Yelp review.
So do you even have HVAC and air conditioning in Jersey? I'm going to go HVAC Florida and dangerous toads New Jersey. Let's find out the answer.
Because we live in the Great North.
I didn't even think about that.
So our first story is from New Jersey, where a 26-year-old man was arrested after he was sent to the house to fix a HVAC system and was caught on surveillance while masturbating. He was also captured intentionally touching the victim's buttocks. I don't know, maybe he thought he was in some kind of 90s porno. So that means our second story is from Florida. So I guess in Florida, cane toads are a big problem this year. Cane toads are poisonous toads that can kill your dog or cat in under 15 minutes. Experts say to avoid these, trim shrubs so the limbs don't touch the ground. They also say to not leave human food scraps outside because they are little scavengers. That's how you keep Chris out of your yard as well. They also say to avoid letting your dog out at night because the toads are nocturnal. Here's an expert talking about how the toads are nocturnal.
Toads are nocturnal.
Told you. Anyways, that's it for me this week, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you so much, Ryan. We're not going to have time to do the what gay percentage are you today, so we'll do that next time. But Chris,
Scott,
we haven't talked about your collecting in a while.
No, we haven't. And there's a reason why I have this green screen up behind me.
Okay. And if you want to see Chris's green screen, check us out on the YouTube Parents Night Out. And we go live every single Monday night about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I bought the cheaper one. This one's like 2 feet too small. So it's like it kind of blocks off, but it doesn't. So a new store opened up around the corner for me. And when I say around the corner, literally 90 seconds driving, and it's an overstock and return store where they get overstocked items and returned items from Amazon, Target, Walmart, Wayfair, all that.
So pretty much a treasure chest for you.
That's a dream come true.
It's been open for 10 days and I've been there 14 times. Today I went twice.
Is this the one that you tried to become best friends with the owner? because they take like.
Did I talk to you about this?
They'll buy the card for a penny or something, even if they're worthless.
No, that's a card shop that just opened up too. Listen. The economy's booming up here in New Jersey. I am the backbone of the local economy up here. So,
sorry, in chat, Ryan said, "What? Chris found a green screen that's too small. What is it? A napkin?"
So, the store opened up, and the first day they opened, they sold mystery boxes. So they had them for $45.
And for those of us who don't know what a mystery box is, what is a mystery box?
Right. So they had these literally a box of mystery for $45, $65, and $75. And you don't know what's in it. It's
so
just
it could
a
be
sealed
cards.
box.
It could be a toilet. It could be.
Yeah.
There's no specific genre.
Correct. Right.
Oh.
So naturally, Emily and I were there. I was like, we got to get the $75 one because, we want a good mystery box, right? We don't want like a cheap mystery box. So we get it home, and it wasn't great, to say the least. It wasn't great. There was like shoes and boots that were in our size, all brand new. There was a smartwatch, so we made our money back, right?
Oh.
There was a smartwatch. There was a soap dispenser. There was a knee massager. Massages more than just the knee. There was because the other knee too. There was a wireless TENS unit for like when electric shock therapy for muscles, not for sexuality. There was what else? Head massage, a lot of massagers. So anyway, that was an okay box. But I talked to the guy, said we're getting Amazon return in soon. And there's like tablets and this and that in it. So last week I went and they were there for $45. So I said, all right, I'm going to buy one. I went by myself, which is also very dangerous. I went by myself. I went inside, grabbed the box, went to my trunk, opened it, and there was 2 pairs of Prada sunglasses, like brand new. And I'm like, wow, this seems pretty good. So, so the thing about it too is I have so much junk in my house because it's 2 pairs of Prada sunglasses. There might be a couple other useful things. And like, I have so many tampons and pads. I've like so many. And Ziploc bags. Because there's all kinds of returns. Like, it's not like catered to anything.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Who's returning tampons and pads to Amazon?
Apparently someone had a huge order that needed to return tampons and pads because they're all brand new. It's unopened.
But they weren't in the box. They were just in a bunch of bags?
No. They're in the box. Like, they just bought too many. I don't know. I have no idea. A lot of expired vitamin D. And when I say a lot, I mean like 18 bottles of vitamin D that expired last year. Anyway, so I was like, well, the 2 pairs of Prada sunglasses pretty promising. Let me go in and get another one. So I go in and get another one. Open it up. Nintendo Switch.
Oh my
I
gosh.
kid you not. So I didn't even look through the rest of the box. Brand new.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even look through the rest of the box. I went in and got a third one.
Oh my God.
Open it up. Nintendo Switch.
Are you gonna like turn around and resell these things?
Oh, they're all on eBay. If you go to my eBay right now, it's the most random stuff because it's
tampons
like
and
car part. The tampons are going on Facebook Marketplace. I can assure you that. I was like, I could use it. I was like, I could use the money. so I go in and get a 4th box.
Oh my God!
And brand new Crocs.
Okay.
And a couple other things. It wasn't a good box. I was like, let me just get one more.
Did you just judge Crocs?
No, I want some, and I get judged all the time.
Scott's probably your top bidder on those.
3 pairs, including these Revenge of the Sith Crocs.
Oh my God, you got
so
those.
so comfortable. They're like utility Crocs, though. I mean, look at it looks like a bulldozer, but it has like an extra padding. These are the most comfortable Crocs I've ever had.
So you are a lesbian. that makes so much sense.
I've always said that.
now.
I'm a lesbian trapped in a dude's body. 100%.
I've never heard you say that.
I've heard him say that.
Thank you, Brandon.
So I get one more box for the ride because that's really all that would fit in my car, and 8 4K Roku streaming boxes, brand new.
Oh my God!
Yeah. And then like, look, like I get a lot of random stuff. Like I have 10 of these tactical flashlights.
My kids would love that.
I have so many laser pointer like presentation things. Today I go back and they got a whole truckload of stuff. So I open up the first one and it's 4 brand new Stanley tumblers. What else did I find? Car parts. So I bought I forget. I was putting on a show. I go in there and there's this lady sticking her hand in the box. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this bitch. And it's like so taboo. And this was the karma got to her. So, and she said, are these things worth it? I said, I got a couple of Nintendo Switches out of them last week. So I think so. I bring my box up and I take it out to my car, open it up. It was good stuff. It was a Stanley tumbler. So I come back inside. This bitch is at the front counter asking for a refund because she's like, these are all expired pills. And she's like, can you believe this? I said, yeah. I said, I had a bag full of expired pills, but they were sitting right next to a Nintendo Switch in my box.
Sucks for you.
And so I started defending the guy. I'm like, man, I got to get on this guy's good side because this guy's going to hook me up, hopefully. So then I buy another box. Like, hey, you want to see what's inside? He's like, oh man, I'd love to. So he gives me a knife and he's recording me, I guess for his Facebook maybe. And I found it's right here. Which side is it?
Right here.
Don't move the microphone. Don't unplug it.
Yeah, right. Brand new Milwaukee power tool.
Oh my God. So you've definitely like not only made your money back, but you're going to end up making a killing.
Yeah, I haven't sold anything yet, but
But when you do.
No, I have everything that I've. So the first, I remember the first mystery box I bought after the junk one. There was all these electric toothbrushes that I sold. There was computer parts, like really expensive computer. It's ridiculous. So I go back today, I buy some and they were good. And then I went back, Emily got home and I was with Ellie all day. So when she got home, I was like, hey, I got to run to the Overstock store. I'll be right back. I got 3 more boxes and they were legit like Amazon products. Like they were not good. Like there was like stickers.
Your luck has run out.
Yeah, there were like stickers and like I kid you not, 40 Christmas ornaments that says First Christmas Engaged 2024.
Oh my God.
Like bad stuff. Really tacky bad kid shirts. Really bad. So I'm going to wait until the next pallet gets open to go back and get anything else. But my Facebook marketplace has been popping during this recording. Everyone is lowballing me on all of my stuff. But yeah, anybody wants to, and then this is the degenerate in me. I'm looking up legal ways to be like, hey, on my Whatnot shows, be like, could I do a wheel spin where the top prize is a Nintendo Switch, even though I'm not selling electronics? They're absolutely not. That's gambling. So if you're interested, you can tune into my Whatnot this Sunday where the top prize will be a Nintendo Switch. But yeah, I'll have to record going into the store. I couldn't today because I was with Ellie. I literally, like, I was carrying the box and a woman was like, would you like me to push your baby to the front? I was like, oh, could you please?
Oh my God.
She's like, I have 3 kids, so I don't need her. I was like, whatever, but.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I also you get the weirdest shit in there. Like I had the power tool I just showed you, and then right next to it's creamer. Like coffee creamer.
Coffee creamer, okay.
Oh yeah, like coffee.
I'm like, it is Pride Month, so
I'm hoping that's in the next one. Just get coffee creamer. The frunk of my car is full of 2.5 gallon Ziploc bags and pads. I have so many pads. I'll have to tomorrow. In the Discord, I'm gonna take a picture of my frunk before I unload it, and it's all 2.5 gallon Ziploc box. I have 20 of them in total, and pads. If anybody tries to rob me and they go in the frunk, I would love to see the reaction. But yeah, so I'll document my next one. I'll put it on our TikTok. I'll put it on our TikTok and do a little unboxing. Hopefully, it's something good. Although it would be funny if it wasn't. Oh, I got this. There was a mug. There was one single mug, and it was like something about dog farts. What? I might send that to you, Scott.
Thanks. Hey, Chris.
Scott.
You got any Cliff Notes?
I do.
It's been quite the show. A lot of stuff's happened, so nothing can stop this little boy from recapping the day the Chris's Cliff's Notes way.
So for those of you who can't see Scott, he's wearing a Pride hat in Jersey. Pretty cool. What's not cool is he had to quickly borrow that from his wife before we even recorded. Now, when we first got on the show, he was wearing something I cannot even repeat on air. Apparently, he thought he was celebrating a different kind of pride this month. Yeah. Scott played a super cringy gay song that Nick said turned him around. Damn, if I knew that's all it took to turn you around, I know what my next ringtone's going to be. We talked about Pee Wee Herman jerking off in a movie theater. At least it was an adult movie. Scott usually does that to 101 Dalmatians.
Oh my God.
Nick talked about how drag queens tuck their penis or peni.
Penis.
I put a question mark in my thing. Penises.
I think
Penises.
Penises.
Peni.
Ask the vasectomy doctor. Like, how many peni?
I call that a Tuesday.
Talking about how they tuck their penis. Now, Scott would have loved to be a drag queen, but his inability to tuck prevented him. It's really hard to tuck a Tic Tac.
Oh my God.
I mean, he's already got one ball up there. So.
He just push it in.
The ball finally came down. I mean, they had to surgically move it, but.
And lastly, we're talking about where drag queens come from. Now, Scott told us Brazil. When I asked Nick, he told me he showed me where they come from when I see him later this month. And those are my cliff notes.
Thank you so much, Chris. Anybody have anything exciting going on with the kids this week?
We are headed on a cruise.
Nice.
Shocker on a trip.
Yeah.
Piper and I are going on a little trip next week with some friends on Royal Caribbean for a 4-night cruise and headed out for a few days.
Nice. Well, it's Darren's birthday this weekend, so we're doing Hollywood Studios on Friday and watching Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank on Saturday, and then Sunday I've got with my sister. I got my niece a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique experience, so we're gonna be at Magic Kingdom on Sunday, and then Monday we're gonna go to Universal and do the Universal Escape Room.
Nice. I'm babysitting my daughter this weekend. There's a lot going on. My sister's bridal shower is this weekend, so I'm on daddy duty. And I'm gonna have to have a little vacation soon. It's been a lot this week. I had her today all day. And then
Shut up. Just shut up.
This weekend. It's a lot.
Stay-at-home mom.
Just shut up. You can have mine for like 10 minutes. Let's see how long you last. Seriously.
I kid you not. I kid you not. So I'm like, one of the biggest stresses, and I said this as a joke yesterday. We went out for my birthday for dinner. We went out for dinner for my birthday last night with my family. And I'm like, guys, tomorrow's going to be a thank you, sir. I don't know why I said sir. What the fuck?
So polite.
So last night I was like, guys, tomorrow's gonna be a rough day. The guy from the Overstock store said they're getting a truckload of boxes, and I'm gonna have Ellie all day. Like I'm gonna have to bring her with me. I kid you not. I went in with her without the stroller for the first time, and I put her on top of the box. I carried them, and these boxes are big, and I carried the box up to the cash register.
Wait, with Ellie on top?
Yes, with Ellie on top. Speaking about Ellie, I talked about this when Emily was pregnant. I said I want to wholesomely exploit my kid for social media views, and it's working. It's working beautifully.
Nice.
She is a viral sensation on YouTube with over 60,000 views. But what I don't understand is there's a lot of people disliking the video.
Because you're exploiting your child.
Yeah.
No, it was the Build-A-Bear video. That was a great video. The Build-A-Bear video. Like, that was a good video. There was nothing to dislike about that, but like a lot of people disliked it. I'm going to chalk it up to like it's some like dude that's wants to watch like sports highlights on his thing. It's like, I don't want to see this. So they dislike it.
Could be.
Because no one's doing any hate comments yet, which I can't wait for. But
put her in a MAGA hat.
I might do great on YouTube with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's got she's taking us to the promised land. If I don't have monetization yet, but if I did, I'd be like 13 cents richer.
Well, good for you and good for Ellie. Miranda, where can our listeners find you?
You can find me on the TikTok at Rander_Renee.
Nick?
You can find me on all social media platforms at Sandpiper Vacations and on the Instagram at Emotional Support Gay Nick.
Sarah?
You can find me on the TikTok at SuperSarah94.
Chris?
You can find me on TikTok at ChrisYob NNF.
And you can connect with all of us. All of our social media links are right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our sweet merchandise, join our clubhouse, become a friend with benefits, and please vote for us. Vote.orlandoweekly.com under the category Local Notables / Best Local Podcast. If you listen to us on Spotify and Apple, please leave us a rating and review, 5-star rating and review. It really helps us out. And if you're not already following us, make sure you RKO that subscribe or follow button. Really helps us out. And I bet you there's a lot of you that listen to us that aren't even following us, so make sure you follow us. On behalf of Game Master Ryan, our producer Redbeard, the wise man Darren.com, Miranda, Nick, Sarah, Chris, I'm Scott. Thank you so much for Abby. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
See you later, poopy bus.
Move, I'm gay, I'm strutting through, sequins shining brighter than you.
Rainbow what?
What? You could say that. Scott.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who heard that.
Those flags.
What right-wing AI website did you get to think this on?
Late night shouting with the crew. Scott's got a mic, yeah, he knows what to do. Chris dropping jokes that could split the room. Sarah's got the sass, boom, boom, boom. No new friends, no drama allowed. Parents gone wild, yeah, we're feeling proud. Nick with the takes, Miranda in tow. Redbeard's mix, making the show. Darren